no matter what I do, but these people just can't let me live my life peacefully. I would say I would wake up early in the morning, I will try to make a distance from people, but they will come and they will bother me for some reason. And I would get easily frustrated, easily mad on them, easily trigger. They would push the emotional buttons inside me, and I will distance myself. And I will take that anger, that anxious feeling, that frustration with me in my body, and I would just get frustrated over small things. And that was me nearly 10 to 15 years ago. Whenever I try to maintain the friendship, if my friend says something will happen on my face will get red, my breathing will go shallow, and I will just get mad easily. And people could see that. And just because I was not good enough to train my emotion, hiding my emotion or controlling my emotion, I was an easy target in school, in university, even amongst a family member. So sometimes people will just come and they will just make fun of me, and I will get easily triggered, I will respond, and they will laugh. Until I learned the technique, the art of controlling your emotions and controlling your anger. Hello everyone, my name is Tushar, and I have been practicing Vipassana meditation from last 12 years. And in this video, I'm going to show you what are the benefit of controlling your anger, not to destroy others, but just for your own sake of mind, just for your own mental peace. And anger is a very powerful emotion. If you learn to control that emotion, trust me, no one outside can take control over you. No one can manipulate you, not even yourself. So this all journey started when my sister forcefully sent me to the Vipassana meditation in 2014. So I've been practicing meditation from last 12 years, and I was very naive. I was very reactive kid. And the reason behind that, because I was a youngest kid in my family. So obviously coming from Indian family, my parents used to force me to respect people, elders, even though they are wrong. And my brain will always say like, why I have to listen to them, why I have to adjust. And I would always ask a question, and my parents and the society and then relatives like, oh, you're just kid, you should just listen, you should not question. So my brain wants to ask me a question, and they were asking me to adjust without asking a question. So it was a contradictory situation. Even in the school, when I asked a question to the teacher, they would get mad at me. My brother used to bully me in a good way, all thanks to him, because he gave me a little bit discipline. When I look back now, it makes sense, but the way I have been through, it wasn't that appropriate. So my sister was concerned about me, and she was like, if I grow up as an angry kid, I will start hating every single one, and I will be alone, like, and I won't be able to make any friends. So she made a deal, and she asked me, how about you go to Vipassana meditation and I will buy you a phone. And me as a kid, the phone in that time, 2014, that was the best gift ever. And I would like, seriously? And she's like, yeah, if you just go to the Vipassana meditation and just stay there for 10 days, I will buy you a phone. And I still remember my first meditation course of 10 days of Vipassana meditation. I was a kid. I was trying to navigate my emotions over there. And the rule of Vipassana meditation was you have to wake up 4:30 a.m. in the morning, and you have to meditate all the way up to the 9 p.m. You do not have any access of the technology. You can't talk to anyone unless you have a question, and you can only talk to the teacher. That's it. And me as a kid who is very reactive, I have been sent to the Vipassana meditation, and every single day I would get so frustrated why I came here. I can't even talk to anyone. I can't even escape this course. And because that course center was way ahead, it was way away from the main city. And I was like, why I'm here? And my brain will try to find more excuses just to run away from that place. I finished my first Vipassana course, and when I came back home, these all people started thinking that I become a monk, and they will try to tease me, like, oh, like, for example, my brother would ask me, oh, get me some water. I know older brother does that, and it's very normal. But for me, it's like I'm doing my homework. Why are you asking me? And I will just like easily get pissed off, and he know I will easily get pissed off. So he will intentionally ask me, go get some water. And if I react, then he will be like, oh, didn't you do meditation? Why you're reacting? That would make me even more angry, and then I would try to suppress until I learn the art of controlling my emotions, until I learn the art of having an emotional intelligence. What I mean by that, I understand the formula of how to control your anger way earlier, and that has changed my entire life, my relationship with the people, my relationship with myself. So previously, whenever I used to get triggered, I used to feel so bad, frustrated, and I will procrastinate every single thing. Let's take an example. For example, if I would wake up and then I would get ready to go to the work or maybe go to the gym, and if something happened, if my phone is not working and if someone triggers me, I would just easily get offended, and I will keep that weight of those thoughts inside my head, and I will carry that energy throughout my day. And I was not realizing my own anger is burning me out. It's not burning other people. People are just coming and triggering me, and they're just going and they're just moving on with their day. It's me who's keeping that anger with me rest of my day. I'm replaying those scenarios in my head. Why did that person did that? Why did that person say that to me? I should have said this and that. And I'm not focusing on my work, and it was impacting on my sleep, my relationship with people, my communication. And I was constantly feeling anxious. I was constantly feeling a little bit frustrated. Then I understand one major principle, that I cannot control people's reaction. It's completely unpredictable. I have no control over when someone gonna say something which is gonna push the emotional button inside me. I cannot control or predict to be careful. Even though I'm talking to you guys, someone will come and someone will just try to annoy me. I have no control over it. But what control I have is my emotional response to those situations. So if we understand how not to react, and instead of reacting, if we understand the universal principle of respond, if you change react to the respond to the situation, then it's very easy for you to control your anger or whatever it is. Even though if you're feeling anxious, if you're less confident, then you're reacting to the situation, you're not responding to the situation. But if you learn how to respond to the situation, then it's very easy. Let's understand fundamentally what happens. Let's say, there are some people, situations where we see them and we immediately get angry. So there was one guy in my school. He used to bully all other people. He never did to me. But whenever I see him, my brain will immediately create an image about him through the thought process. Maybe my brain understands that this person is a bad. It's doing an evaluation by looking at that person. It giving me a memory, that memory giving me a sensation. And my brain is evaluating, oh, this sensation is good, is bad. And based on that sensation, I would take the next reaction. Does that make sense? If not, let's understand with another example. Let's say you try to wake up early in the morning, you wanted to go, but then suddenly your family asks you to buy fruits from the grocery, and you're getting late. And then you wouldn't mind doing it, but the way they are saying it, it triggers your emotional buttons, and you're like, why you guys just can't understand me? Definitely they're not going to understand, because they do not understand the severity, importance of your work. So they're not going to stop asking you to get some fruits from the grocery. But what you can do, why something external is happening, but I'm feeling inside, and how I can control that emotional response. And why it's happening? Maybe last time When I went to the grocery shop, I was late to the work, and when I was late to the work, then my boss get mad at me. It's like anticipation, like your brain is trying to protect you from that scenario. And whenever your brain is trying to protect you, then you become angry. You're not a bad person, trust me. It's just your nervous system learned to protect and show the one particular emotion. But if you train yourself to stay calmer, to understand the fundamental, in that situation, it's going to help you a lot. So when next time when you feel angry, instead of you reacting, trust me, ask yourself immediate question, why I am feeling angry at the moment? Am I giving emotional control to the other person, or do I have my emotional control to me? Ask yourself, they're saying something, I'm receiving that information through my ear, and then it's going inside my head, it's creating some chemical reaction, I'm feeling in my body, so I'm reacting not to that person, but the sensation happening inside my body. And for that you need awareness. And how you will do the awareness? All you have to do when that thought comes in, when something triggers in you, all you have to do, take a pause, take a deep breath, hold for 10 seconds. Whatever the decision I'm going to take it, I'm going to react after 10 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds, and exhale. Do this like 3 to 4 times and see what happens. It's not going to be like, the magic error or magic brush, like you try to hold your breath for like 10 seconds and then immediately your anger will disappear. Definitely not. It needs a lots of consistency, lots of practice, and then you will be able to do it. Let me know in the comment if you have an anger issue, how you're controlling, what's your coping mechanism look like at the moment. Would love to know more about your perspective. Thank you for watching.